gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Johan Castell and you're watching Wings. On the show today we tell you what the Hajj pilgrimage is all about. We feature the world's deepest swimming pool in Dubai, a rose festival in Bulgaria, and we cover the top spots to see in Algeria, which is this week's country in focus. Let's begin. The Hajj pilgrimage is one of the holiest events in the Islamic calendar. Around 2 million pilgrims perform it each year. What does it involve, and what is the significance of the Eid al-Adha festival? Let's find out. This is the holy city of Mecca, with the spectacular Kaaba stone sitting right in the heart of the Grand Mosque. The Kaaba stone is also central to the Holy Hajj pilgrimage, which comprises one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It is performed each year in the month of Dhul Hijjah, the final month of the Islamic lunar calendar. Every capable Muslim is expected to perform it at least once in their life. Around 2 million pilgrims undertake the 6-day-long arduous journey every year, braving the soaring temperatures and the scorching heat. The journey is commenced by circling the Kaaba stone 7 times in a counterclockwise direction. After this, the pilgrims head to Mina, commonly known as the City of Tents, where they usually pray for 1 day. The next ritual is observing the day of Arafat, regarded as an important day in the pilgrimage and the Islamic calendar. Countless Muslim pilgrims clad in white robes climb the rocky Mount of Mercy at the break of dawn, where Prophet Muhammad is believed to have held his last sermon. After sunset, the ardent devotees move to Muzdalifa, a vast open location where they pray and even collect pebbles for the following day's unique ritual. The pilgrims travel back to Mina and perform the ritual of Rami. Throwing pebbles at 3 stone columns known as Jamarat. According to historical tradition, this act signifies the symbolic stoning of the devil. The month is also sacred because of the holy festival of Eid al-Adha, or the Feast of Sacrifice. Celebrated by Muslims worldwide, the festival falls on the 16th of June this year. It marks Prophet Ibrahim's test of faith, who was willing to sacrifice even his son in an act of submission to God. During the festive holiday, Muslims slaughter sheep or cattle and distribute some meat to the poor. The pilgrims finally return to Mecca and perform the Tawaf ritual, in which they circle the Kaaba stone 7 times. This marks the end of the daunting but spiritually rewarding journey. Dubai is emerging as a haven for unique adventure experiences. In our next story, we dive into the world's deepest swimming pool with submerged cars and arcade games, looking just like a sunken city.
Taking a splash in the pool is perhaps the best way to beat the scorching heat. But sometimes it can come with additional benefits. Let's dive into the world's deepest swimming pool and explore a sunken city-themed landscape. Deep Dive Dubai in the United Arab Emirates is the world's deepest swimming pool. Verified by Guinness World Records, the pool goes down to 60 meters deep and is filled with 15 million liters of fresh water. The pool is equivalent to 6 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Once inside this man-made underwater world, one can explore the intricacies of a sunken city. With apartment buildings, an underwater arcade, submerged automobiles, musical instruments, and much more.
It's appointed with all the latest technology, 56 underwater cameras served up to the surface deck and a dive safety station, sound speakers down to 15 meters. We have lights throughout, more than 150 lights throughout, and the ability to control mood by closing out shutters and blacking out the facility and then adjusting the light intensities throughout the facility.
The pool is also an indoor scuba diving facility for training and recreational purposes. Another interesting feature of the pool is that the divers can play chess and table football at the bottom of the pool. And if this wasn't enough, the pool in Dubai also features the largest underwater film studio. Deep Dive Dubai is surely the perfect place for all those looking for some thrilling experience and adventure.
Algeria is an exotic destination, boasting a raw landscape and rich culture. With the government's increasing efforts to boost tourism, take a look at the latest happenings and the best spots to see in the country.
Algeria is a fascinating Mediterranean marvel. With its vast deserts, historic ruins, breezy beaches, stunning caves, and charming old-world towns, you can find almost everything here. One can also explore its rich culture, which goes back centuries. The third edition of the vibrant Souk Azman market was put up in Tlemcen. Translating to the old market in Arabic, it recreated the appearance of Algeria's ancient marketplaces. The visitors had an unforgettable, immersive experience. They donned traditional costumes, including the haik for women, and enjoyed colorful artistic performances. The market was organized within a nearly 900-year-old property, the Zianid Royal Palace, built during the Middle Ages.
Azman Market is a market that brings together all types of traditional clothing, folklore, poetry, theatre, literature, and other customs. Its goal is to promote our rich cultural heritage. The vast diversity of these exhibitions makes the event truly distinct. The aim is also to attract young people with a fresh vision to contribute in preserving our national heritage.
Recognizing its huge, untapped potential for tourism, Algeria is stepping up efforts to attract more investors and travelers. The country is initiating a comprehensive project to restore its historical sites, and 249 spots have been chosen for tourism expansion. Around 70 sites are already in order and plans for 50 more sites are underway. The Algerian government also recently held the International Tourism and Travel Fair, which brought together all stakeholders in the industry.
As per its tourism industry, Algeria seeks to attract 12 million tourists by 2030.
To achieve this, we as the tourism and traditional industry sectors are seeking to encourage investments, provide facilities to investors, build tourist and hotel facilities, and rehabilitate and modernize the hotels currently owned by the sector.
وتأهيل وعصرنة يعني الموجود.
With so much happening in Algeria, let's look at some unmissable locations you can put down on your travel list. The capital city, Algiers, is always bustling with tourists and full of stunning spots. The Great Mosque of Algiers, the quaint lanes of the Kasbah Citadel, and the captivating Dar Aziza Palace are some major attractions that you can explore. Oran is a timeless city with a beautiful landscape. You can explore the historic Santa Cruz Fort, perched on a hilltop. Another tourist favorite is its many secluded, serene beaches. Take advantage of the picturesque Santa Cruz Chapel with a stunning view overlooking the city. Located deep in the Sahara Desert, the oasis city of Janit boasts ancient buildings, sandstone plateaus, and traditional markets, showcasing local clothing and jewelry. A popular tourist activity is camping in the desert, which helps them rejuvenate themselves and explore the unique Saharan landscape.
Algeria is a safe country. The people are so hospitable and kind towards tourists in a way that I have rarely seen. We feel welcomed with love and warmth.
Let's travel to Bulgaria now, a country famous for its beauty, heritage, and roses. More than a century old, the famous Rose Festival was recently celebrated here, with thousands of visitors.
A burst of pink everywhere you see. Welcome to Bulgaria's iconic Rose Festival. The dreamy carnival celebrates the beautiful Bulgarian damask rose, which is especially important to the country's cultural heritage and economy. The spectacle is one of the biggest attractions held in the iconic Rose Valley in Kazanlak town. The event begins in the morning with the ritual picking of pink rose petals. These are also used to make the beautiful traditional wreaths. Visitors also explore the vast rose fields around them.
The Rose Festival is celebrating its 121st anniversary this year. It honors the hard work of the rose traders and the rose oil producers who all preserve the national symbol, the Bulgarian Damascene rose. And this year, the harvest was twice as good compared to last year. So it's a great time to celebrate.
At the festival, one can also see centuries-old traditional methods and machines for extracting rose oil, such as a simple barrel and some fire. Rose Valley is one of the world's biggest production areas for rose oil, a key ingredient in cosmetics, perfumes, and even pharmaceuticals. However, producing 2 to 3 tons of Bulgarian rose oil annually in the country is not easy. To extract just 1 gram of it, more than 1,000 rose petals must be plucked and processed at the right time of day to obtain the highest essential oil content. Dubbed liquid gold, it is one of the most valuable rose oils on the market, and its price can reach a whopping $15,000 per kilogram. The festival's popularity draws tourists from China, Vietnam, Europe, and the United States. And once the parade begins, the town streets come alive with flowers. Scores of men and women dressed in traditional outfits carry baskets of petals and shower them upon the delighted spectators.
I think it's beautiful just to see how important the rose oil and the festival just kind of brings people into the culture, and between the music and dance and even food and things that are available, it's really exciting just to get to share in that culture.
The pink-colored roses have become the main means of livelihood for people in the valley and also help boost tourism in the country. So next time you're in Bulgaria, we suggest you attend this rosy affair.
All aboard the dragon boats. Our next story is from Hong Kong, where the famous Dragon Boat Festival was celebrated. Why is the day special? Take a look.
It's that time of the year when Hong Kong's waters are full of speeding boats. It's time to celebrate the Duan Wu Festival, popularly known as the Dragon Boat Festival. The exciting boating extravaganza takes place every year on the 5th Chinese lunar month's 5th day. From its origins and delicious delicacies to the thrilling events organized, this traditional festival is one of a kind. The boat races are one of its famous highlights. As the sound of energetic drumming and cheering crowds filled the air, the dragon boats sped off. Hundreds of rowers made a splash on the waters of the Aberdeen harbour. More than 50 teams locked their paddles in fierce competition as spectators cheered for their favourites. The participants included people from different fishing communities as well as amateur enthusiasts. With a total of 29 races, it was the largest scale event of its kind held in the city.
The Dragon Boat Race is one of the grand events in Hong Kong. Every year it is held at Aberdeen. Look at how lively it is. We're very enthusiastic and united in our effort to win. The most important thing during our training is to paddle in unison. But above all, it is to have fun together in the race.
The competition which got the most attention was the men's big dragon boat race. It boasted the biggest and the fastest moving boats in the competition. Each team had 44 rowers and a drummer who beat energy into the paddlers. Recently, traditional festivals have been gaining popularity among foreigners too.
Winning a dragon boat race is one of the best feelings I've ever experienced in sport because of the amount of effort that it takes to be successful. It's not something that you can just throw together and expect success immediately. It takes teamwork, it takes time training together, it takes time training personally as well. And it's a great way to meet people, and it's great that the sport has gone global. I've participated in a lot of sports over my life at a high level, and dragon boating has by far been one of the most rewarding, and I hope to continue to do it for many years to come.
According to one legend, the day is observed to honor the Chinese poet and royal official Chu Yuan, who took his life by drowning in a river. Distressed locals rowed in the waters to find his body and threw rice dumplings to drive the fish away from his corpse. Today, these have evolved into the traditions of eating zongzi sticky rice dumplings wrapped in bamboo leaves and paddling dragon boats during the festival. A A spectacular drone light show added to the celebrations. It was the first time the city had flown drones over Victoria Harbour, leaving the spectators in awe.
That's a wrap for this week's Wings, but we'll return again next week. Until then, it's me, Johan Castell, signing off, as we leave you with the visuals from Singapore's I Light Art Festival. Goodbye.
May I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board